was it like working on a trading desk as a woman in the 70s?
The difference between the 70s and today for women in the workplace is that when I first started, discrimination against women was acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
It was explicit.
Hmm.
There was no reason to hide it. And so, for example, my first job, I noticed that there was a guy in the office about my age who had been hired about my same time, who was doing about the same job. And I discovered that he was being paid more than me. And I said, to my boss, why? And very matter of factly, the answer was he is a man and he will have a family to support. And so we pay men more. I mean, that was the answer.
Well, I don't know how you define winning, but here you are with your own company that you've been running for a couple of decades. You know, talk to us about how did you leave that? How did you get to the next step?
So I knew that in my mind, I thought I wanted to work in the mayor's office.
Yeah.
And so as soon as I left the trading desk, that was my goal. And luckily enough, I was introduced to the newly formed Mayor's Office of Economic Development. And the man who was running it said, well, I don't have any money to hire anybody new. And I said, okay, that's fine. I have to do an internship for my graduate program, and I'll just work for you for free for the summer. And if you get some money, hopefully you'll hire me. And that's what happened. And it really was the most fortuitous move of my life because as time went on, very quickly actually, the SBA program was being rolled out
Hmm.
nationally. And for me, it checked all of the boxes. My public policy background was all about economic development. The 70s was the antithesis, really, of the 60s in terms of the idea for creating jobs was the way that you rose people out of poverty
Hmm.
rather than writing them a check. Job creation. How do you create jobs? Well, you support small businesses.
Hmm.
And that's when the whole concept of small business is the engine of the economy. That's when that happened. That's when that recognition came to the forefront. And so for me, learning the SBA program was like, oh my God, this is what I was always hoping to do. And so that was the best thing that ever.